The time is 6 o'clock on this Friday evening, December 28th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news on this Friday evening, December 28th, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins, 56 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel. 6 o'clock news is federal employees prepare for a long shutdown. California authorities arrest identified suspect of firefighters and officers shooting death. Warrior says House will not see that North Carolina Republican amid questions about integrity of election. U.S. limits on coal plant mercury emissions too costly, according to Trump CPA. Sears says it'll close 80 more stores as deadlines and bid to buy. Retailer out of bankruptcy passes. Former Lehigh University student being investigated for possibly poisoning second person. Court rules murderers, drug use and pregnancy isn't child abuse. Ocasio-Cortez, progressive, expressed disappointed with private pedal. Maine Governor Deeb's congressional election stonewall certified results. Bomb strikes bus full of Vietnamese tourists killing 3. U.S. refutes Syrian government claim of entering in Manbij. South Korea says attackers stole names of North Korean defectors. It was a year of deadly wildfires. That's likely the new normal. Inmate Kevin Pottet dies in Christmas Day at Massachusetts prison in Walpole. Stone officer finds sleepy man with gun in his lap. Brockton woman reports car shot at while driving. Stock market ends wild week in negative territory as Dow S&P 5% for worst December since 1931. Dow fell 76.42 at 23.062.48. S&P 500 down 3.09 at 24.85.74, and Nasdaq up 5.03 at 65.84.52. Tesla adds Larry Ellison to its board after SEC slapped down. NASA's mission plans New Year's flyby of object 4 billion miles away. Disruptive, disappointing, chaotic shutdown upends scientific research. What to watch the Super Blood Wolf Moon eclipse in January. Mark your calendars for the 19 spaceflight events you don't want to miss. Children and teens are dying from opioids at alarming rate according to a study. Department of Health reports widespread flu activity in Florida right now. No cases on the rise in the United States, CDC says. Scientists in China are losing track of gene-edited ISPR patients according to reports. Australia should enter the new year in the middle of a heat wave as record temperatures down in the country that's at the start of the summer season. Venezuela on track to be Latin America's most violent country in 2018. Syrian Army defense crucified wait for Turkey's next move. Ship carrying over 300 migrants stuck in Spain. The Nigerian army has denied reports of Boko Haram terrorists had taken over the city of Baga, where the militants attacked earlier this week. "19 states and 21 cities will begin the new year with minimum wage increases with dozens more. Jurisdictions say they pay bills later in 2019. Pennsylvania High Court. Pregnant women take drugs not guilty of child abuse. North Carolina Elections Board disbands congressional race. Results still unknown. A cold winter storm trekking across the upper Midwest has led to the deaths of at least 3 people, authorities he said. Also expected to be elected as city council president. Kenny Babbitt says he gladly would have switched places with his the Christmas Day afternoon and a long-time worker was robbed and injured. Man struck by car, injured in Brockton. Teens died in the summer of Brockton paintball shootings. Brockton weed sales not impacted by new Wareham dispensary. And did Canton Police make an error and fail to spot body following crash? A 25-year-old classman was stabbed and when police staged him according to authorities. And now he's passed away. 3 Charger and Quincy car break-in. Hanover Habitat for Humanity has always been known for building low-cost homes that now it's becoming known for the things that's going in them. That's offshore Habitat for Humanity fish called Restore. Peter Chill, news time, 6:05. Time now for a sports report. NBA says league sends in a temporary reminder to all teams. Which coach jobs would be vacant after week 17 in the NFL? What Andrew Johnson endured spotlights today issue is with an amateur wrestling. And Alabama football player stopped himself from saying something interesting about Kyler Murphy. Okay, look at that stocks now. Dow 76.42 at 23.62.40. SP 500. Dow 3.09 at 24.85.74. And Nasdaq up 5.03 at 6584.52. Peter Chill news time is 6:05 on this Friday evening, and it's time now for a Peter Chill traffic and trend to check. On the commuter rail, Fitchburg Line, train 43245 p.m. for watches that operate 10 minutes basket between Not Limited and upstate to do the freight trade traffic. Mineral Lakeville trade, slow 241, 5:12 p.m. outbound is off and 5 minutes basket between Buckton and Mineral Lakeville. On the ferries, they are looking good, and due to water main break, the Newport Avenue at Boston Station and that shuttle bus stop is temporarily closed. And please warn the buses at Beale Street at Boston Ranch Library for service to North Quincy. Green Line D branch has been late for 10 minutes through the Medical Mercy Reservoir, and the ferries, they are looking good. All right, looking at hours and miles in New England, 95. Stop on side, those are 146 and down to Providence. 146, stop on northbound side, slow around 95 in Providence. 146, both ends back up after Route 99 and 295 in Lincoln and 295 on the northbound side, so around the Cumberland stretch. 138 eastbound side, those are Jamestown stretch. Route 6 eastbound side, slow around 132 in Hyannis. 95, stop on side, between 129 and Canton 9 to Route 152 in North Attleboro. 20 water, stop on side, so between 120 and Canton all the way up to 27 in Brockton. Route 3 is stop on side, so with the Braintree and Hit West before 220 in Brockton, Southern Expressway. Both ends back between split down the Braintree split, down on the Spike in Boston. Mass Spike, westbound side, and it's slow between Logan Border and the stop on the westbound side. Mass Spike, westbound side, slow between 495 Westport all the way down to 122 way in Millbury. 93, stopbound side, slow between Somerville and State Bridge and outside Boston. Route 120 and northbound side, so Linfield and hit the break in between Peabody and Denver. Then Route 2 westbound side, so Acton stretch, and 485 and 290 both ends of number stretch, and 290 westbound side between Northborough and Worcester. And Western Massachusetts highways are looking good. 91 northbound side, slow around 691 in Meriden, Connecticut. 84 eastbound side between Denver down to Newtown, Connecticut. Merritt Parkway, both ends back between Norwalk down to Westport. 95 on the southbound side, so between 79 and Greenwich. 95 northbound side, so between Norwalk and Bridgeport. 93 on the northbound side, so on Londonderry, New Hampshire. And 95 on both ends back between Old Town over to Holton, Maine. 95 northbound side, so to Palmyra, Maine. And 95 northbound side, so to Waterville, Maine. And Main traffic on the southbound side, slow around 285 at Augusta, Maine. And Main traffic on the northbound side, so in Lewiston, Maine. 89 and 91 on the southbound side was on the U.S. Canadian border, and onward 1555 northbound side, so in southern Quebec and towards Montreal. Peter Chow, news time, 6:08. Time now for a weather report. And rain showers coming over much of Boston vicinity and Point Stop and Cape Ann and Rhode Island and eastern and central Connecticut and Long Island Sound. And every minute rain showers from Falmouth, Massachusetts, all the way up to off the south coast of Massachusetts and the coast of Rhode Island. And the rain showers stretching all the way down to the Florida Panhandle. And another batch of rain showers in upstate New York and Vermont, New Hampshire, and then sleet and raining down around central Maine, and sleet and snow in North Brunswick and Nova Scotia, and snow from western Quebec all the way down to Iowa. Temperatures, it's in the upper 40s to low to mid 50s at 71 and 40 degree reading in Springfield, Massachusetts in the 30s, but normally with 40 degree reading in Acadia National Park in Maine. Okay, look at that forecast goes like this. Tonight, rain May before 9 p.m. Areas of fog between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. Low end 47 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 11 miles outside. 33 miles an hour. Chest pitch is 8%. Newport amounts less than 10 minutes possible for Saturday. Steady temperature falling around 39 by 5 p.m. and west wind 69 miles outside. 24 miles an hour. Saturday, mostly coast about 24 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour for Sunday. Saturday, the most coast about 33, about 24 degrees. Light north wind. Monday, just rain at 4 p.m. Most of the time, 44 degrees. Calm wind becoming southwest from 5 to 7 miles in the morning. Anticipate 30%. Monday night, rain may before 3 and more 37 degrees. Light south wind increase at 9 to 40 miles in the evening. Anticipation is 1%. New Year's Day, just rain before 7 a.m. But sunny and mostly clouds about 60, about 30 degrees. West about 8 to 17 miles out. Anticipation is 30%. Wednesday, both sunny podcast about 37, about 22 degrees. Winds northwest about 7 miles an hour. And for Thursday, both sunny podcast about 36, about 21 degrees, and calm wind becoming westbound 6 miles in the morning. For Friday, both sides about 41 degrees. Right now, Norton is 55 degrees and light rain, fog and mist, and that's me for the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news on this. Friday, December 28, 2018. Viewers, hope you have a good night with a good buzz. Have a good evening, goodbye. 7 o'clock. Atlanta Airport, hope you have a good evening.